Oh, yeah, you can proceed to reply.
Mr. Speaker, I'm seeing you are used to seeing me as a regular member. I am now the chair of Transport, Roads and Housing in the Senate committee. So I'm around, and I'm a very diligent member of this House, Mr. Speaker. I don't miss the House unless under very, very unavoidable circumstances. I'm a diligent member. But that said, Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to thank members of the House who got a chance to contribute to this motion. Mr. Speaker, I want to say categorically that as a House, we are here not only to pass legislation, but to also exercise our role of representation. And part of representation is also to fight for what is good for our people and the general public. This petition is one of those areas that give us that opportunity to be able to fight for different people who might be facing a lot of challenges, including exploitation by different people in positions of power, as Mr. Francis Otieno might have faced. And therefore, I must make it categorical that the Committee on Transport, Roads and Housing, with the members that are there, who got a chance to listen to this petition, gave the petition a very thorough hearing. And I want to thank them, from Senator Chute to Senator Tobiko to Senator Wambua, Senator Kinywa, Senator Kajwang, who is a member of this committee, Senator Miraj, as well as Senator Sige, very committed members of this committee. Mr. Speaker, let me say that while I am grateful to members who got a chance to contribute to this motion, I must also say, Mr. Speaker, that I've seen a very dichotomous elements of debating when it comes to report on this House. Of course, starting with the report that we presented here. On one hand, I saw members, and I will not be able to perhaps indicate them by names, but I saw members who were keen on being able to read the entire report in its entirety. And after reading the report, they were able to see the judicious nature of the work that we did. And I want to thank those members, because it is important that we do read these reports. When you read the reports, you don't only understand why the petition was there, but you also get to understand the nuances that our people are dealing with in the course of carrying out their day-to-day duties and in their day-to-day livelihood aspirations in the communities. But, Mr. Speaker, without casting any aspersions to a few members who did not read this report definitely and contributed so passionately, but then ended up bashing the report, Mr. Speaker, I want to invite them that, Mr. Speaker, it's very important to read the report. For instance, Mr. Speaker, I saw a few members here getting up and going to the conclusion or the recommendations given by this report, which was very thorough, that the Senate, based on the nature of how this matter was presented to it, does not have the jurisdiction to deal with the issue. And then they just attacked the report. The Speaker, maybe, so those members, because they did not read the report, let me reiterate that the petition that was presented before this House was between Mr. Francis Otieno and the county government of Siaya. And Ms. Otieno had sought that the county government of Siaya pay him for having damaged his crop in the course of constructing a road through his shamba. And therefore, at face value, the understanding of the petition was that the county government of Siaya was directly implementing a project that was affecting the land of Mr. Otieno. And therefore, that would mean that we should hold liable the county government of Sia's Public Works Department. Mr. Speaker, upon inviting the county government of Siaya and upon inviting Mr. Francis Otieno, we further established that this was far from the truth. There was actually a contractor by the name Aeneas who had been contracted to not do the road. He was doing a different project in the hospital, and the contractor, because did not have the time to go around the shamba, the contractor had an agreement with Mr. Francis Otieno to pass through his land and access the construction site. So that was not something that was made clear in the petition in its initial form. So then we said, let's invite the contractor to give us his side of the story. Let us invite the county government of Siaya, which was represented by none other than the CEO, as established under Article 179 of the Constitution, who is the governor of Siaya. And we had all these three parties come before our committee, Mr. Speaker. And when they came, Mr. Speaker, we established other complexities that hadn't been indicated in the petition. For instance, we established that the petitioner had actually had a contractual agreement on that, agreement with the contractor to cross the farm. They had an agreement that involved a compensation for accessing the project site. So number one, you established there that, number one, there was no road construction on this piece of land. Number two, there was not just access, a simple access. It was an agreement that the contractor and the said petitioner had actually come to that agreement. And Mr. Speaker, if the people who were bashing the report dared to read, you will realize that in the first place, if you read that report, the contractor and the petitioner had agreed to a tune of 34 million as compensation. And that 34 million as compensation, they had sat after going to ombudsman, which again is in the report. These two had gone and engaged the ombudsman over their conflict over their initial agreement. And after that meeting with the ombudsman, they further agreed to reverse the money down from 34 million to 1.3 million, which the contractor was not honoring. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, after a tete-a-tete between the two of them, after all those engagements, they had even engaged the Department of Public Works informally to try and find a way of paying each other. The petitioner went to court. The petitioner went to court, Mr. Speaker, over that agreement that they had with the contractor, not the Siaya County Department of Public Works. So by the time this petition was finding itself in this house, Mr. Speaker, the matter was active in court. Which, if the petitioner had been very frank and very open about all those incidents and those historical background, and not limiting it only to the issue of county government, then perhaps even the petition could not have been admitted in the first place. It was something that was sub judice. Hence, the recommendation by the committee that this petition was not properly before us, and the jurisdiction was not subject to the Senate. So I wish that the members who are bashing the report, please, take time to read. Take time to understand the historical background. Mr. Speaker, for instance, you see the history I've just given you, the findings that we're just getting. We were getting them as raw as possible. In fact, when the petitioner appeared before us, Mr. Speaker, the petitioner said that he cannot be able to speak in English. And there was no prior arrangement or even prior request to be able to get an interpreter so that he could be able to present his case to the best of their ability. Mr. Speaker, Do you know that the committee took the hardest decision to say, okay,
Senator,
we are already in the meeting.
You have violated these standing orders twice. One is standing between me and the member speaking, and two is to cross to this other side of the aisle.
Mr. Speaker, you know, Senator Oketch has spent a lot of time in the streets. So this crisscrossing has anyhow in the streets is his habit, but you can perhaps forgive him so that he can learn the manners of the house. With time, these things he will understand.
And also, Senator Eddy Oketch.
Yes, sir.
I've listened to you keenly since you started.
Yes.
You know, once you bring a report to the House, it is the members to read the report and to debate the way they wish is the best way. So you are saying you members bashed the report. First of all, you thanked those who are positive on the report.
I did.
Those who negative the report, you should still thank them, even for taking time to debate your report, the committee's report. Therefore, just reply in a way that you are also not demeaning the effort or the work your colleagues are doing.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, you know the standing orders of this House, in which actually I'm very grateful that you are the one who actually taught me most of this in the early times. Mr. Speaker, you know you are an elder. You used to sit with me and show me how these standing orders are. And one of the ones that I'm passionate about is 105 on factual conversation in this House. Because, Mr. Speaker, there is a danger if they don't read the report and absorb it of possibly misinforming the public. And I think that's the context with which I'm trying to make those clarifications, so that in case the public was misinformed that perhaps the committee did not handle the petition appropriately, or maybe even dismissed, because it could easily come as if the committee dismissed the petitioner, which would be a misrepresentation of fact and would look like a miscarriage of justice. So that's the context, Mr. Speaker. But otherwise, I appreciate them for contributing. You know, contribution is contribution, Mr. Speaker. You know, if you invited me to an Arambe.
Senator Cherargei, you are on intervention. What is your point of honor?
Mr. Speaker, I raise understanding order Article 50. Mr. Speaker, the reason members expressed and I contributed reservations, and Senator Eddy should realize is just reply. Secondly, it says justice should be without due or what you call technicalities. The argument of members, the reason we differed with the report of the committee is we found that the committee did not recommend anything. They just argued on the rule of sub judice, which does not apply because there is what we call principle of separation of powers. So is it in order? I'm not debating. Is it in order? I'm rising under Article 50 of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, is it in order for Senator Eddy to isolate a few senators who differed with the report? This is not a choir. Well, must we agree with the report? Because our argument was very simple. Why did the report not even give a way forward on the prayers of the petitioner? That was our argument, based on the Constitution, that technicality should not affect justice to that aggrieved individual, Mr. Speaker, and that was our argument. So it is in order for Senator Eddy, the Chair of Roads and Transport, to continue running over the reason and Solomonic engagement of members of this Senate. Can he withdraw and apologize? Or else we'll shoot down the report.
Senator Eddy Oketch.
Mr. Speaker, time without number, I keep on talking about reading and understanding. Even now you have heard my brother, Senator Cherargei, getting up and twice, if you go unanswered, has quoted Article 50 of the Constitution on matters of technicalities. And that is not the right article in the first place. He doesn't even understand that. The matter of avoiding to give what we call judicial authority in the Constitution that is given to this House under Article 125 of the Constitution that makes us become, just relax, I educate you, my friend. Mr. Speaker, I am coming because it quoted procedural technicalities. Procedural technicalities, Mr. Speaker, is established under Article 159 of the Constitution, which gives us judicial authority as a house established as a high court under Article 125 of the Constitution. And I'll read it for him. This is what it says under Sub-Article 2D of the Constitution. Justice shall be administered without undue regard to procedural technicalities. He was trying to quote that, Mr. Speaker, and he's quoting the wrong article of the Constitution. It's the same way, Mr. Speaker, I'm saying that these senators, Mr. Speaker, like Cherargei, are not reading the entire report. They are just being, Mr. Speaker, this is a banter now and is debating the report again. Now, it wants to change.
It's on. Point of Speaker, I argued on Article 50 on fair hearing, and also the technicality, which is I extrapolated under Article 159. When you read the fair hearing process, it is well set out. So my argument was simple. Even in the report itself, did the petitioner given fair hearing? And in fact, I'm surprised this is the first time a chair of committee is running away from his own report, because he is arguing that they gave a way out. Yet in the report that we read, unless the House was given the wrong report, there was no way out. The argument was that the matter is still in court and the matter is under ADR. Is it in order? Can Senator Eddy table the real report now and tell us what was the conclusion of the committee against the petition of on the petitioner's prayers on the issue of the county government of Siaya, the matter in court? What was the real, because what we were given is totally different. And if you have seen is calavanting and perambulating around the issue, Mr. Speaker, by saying, oh, you know, the matter is sub judice, the matter is, can he give us what was the recommendation? Can he read for the benefit of the House? Just give us the recommendation.
Senator Cherargei, the report was discussed recently in this House, and I was seated here most of the time. And there was that conclusion. It's in your gadget. You can check the report, because I referred to it when I heard members not agreeing with the conclusion of the committee, the recommendation of the committee. So I think it is there. You can still have a look at their recommendations. But now conclude.
Mr. Speaker, let me conclude, because
I'm wondering why you have all this time, because you end maybe 15 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'll conclude, because at the danger of having somebody like Senator Cherargei redebating the report on the pretext of what I've just complained about, not reading, and he wants me to take him back to class to read again. I can't do it, Mr. Speaker, because the work was done. In a report, there is committee observations, which is now establishment, which then informs recommendation. There is history of the report. Mr. Speaker, I can't. Mr. Speaker, you'll have to protect me, because Cherargei is now debating the report when he had debated the report. And I've said, Mr. Speaker, that there are senators in this House.
You chair Loans and Transport Committee.
Yes.
You opened this debate yourself by bashing members of the Senate.
I wasn't bashing.
I want still to open to members now to interrogate your issues. Senator Mukatani, you are on a point of order.
Speaker, I was on intervention, and I wanted to bring Honorable Chair to the attention of Standing Order 235. 235 sets the form of petition. Mr. Speaker, the moment a matter is before court, and you will see that the petitioner is supposed to show whether there was any body, any legislative, any other body that dealt with the matter and what was the reply, and whether the matter was pending before court. And if the matter is pending before court, that petition is dismissed immediately. Okay? But what the recommendation of that report said was that you should go back, the petitioner should go to seek other bodies to solve out the matter. That is what you said. If you read, Mr. Chairman, and with a lot of respect, I think you need to be a bit restrained in your wording. Assuming that senators didn't read, I think it's going on the wrong direction. If I were you, I would have said that the matter was in court, we discovered, and we withdraw. Mr. Speaker, it is not the first time. When we were in Energy Committee, and Honorable Senator Mutata had brought a petition on behalf of the residents of Uyombo village in Kilifi County. When we went there, the moment we discovered that the matter was in court, we closed the matter. And the report came here before the House to say that. But we didn't come to say, follow the matter with other legislative body or other adjudicative bodies, like that, what the report said. If you look at that recommendation, look at Look at the summary of the recommendation. We read that report. The recommendation was clear that we should go, the petitioner should go to other adjudicative bodies. Please inform me.
Know the Senator Eddy Oketch. You know, there is a way Senator Mugatana communicated to me and we were able to communicate. So proceed, we inform him if he has accepted to be informed.
In fact, Mr. Speaker, so that we dissuade this misinformation by the Chair of Roads, I am with the report 6.0 committee recommendation. And unless the committee chair is running away from the report, recommendation 1, prayer 1. And this was recommendation. In accordance to the above prayer, the committee states that it cannot grant these prayers, fail to produce any documentation or formal contract to the committee linking the Department of Public Works, Roads and Energy, Transport. However, the committee recommends that the petitioner to pursue the original contract entered into between him and Mr. Enea Onyango through an appropriate other jurisdictions. Number 2, prayer number 2, in response to the above prayer, the committee recommends that any grievances from the lessor should be addressed through appropriate legal channels, as the committee has noted that the petitioner lacks authority to raise their complaint about the alleged engrossment. So he has already violated standing order number 232 and standing order number 235. So I want to inform my brother Senator Mungatana that it is right. So the chair himself did not read the report. I yield, Mr. Speaker.
You informed him that he is right.
Yes, he's right.
Now, I think Senator Tabitha, can we conclude this matter?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Still further want to inform Senator Mungatana. Are you on a point of order or what is it?
Not really a point of order, but on for information, Mr. Speaker. I would really request just a minute. In Senator Eddy's submissions as the chair, there's something that he brought out, and what I have observed as a member of this House, in my own opinion, is that either the clerk of that committee was not able to put that information in this report and it was an oversight. What am I saying? Seems that the committee, when the petitioner appeared, did not give full information to that committee. The petitioner did not indicate that the matter was in court. The petitioner did not indicate earlier when he appeared before the committee that there was a contract between him and the contractor. And so, as pertaining the standing orders of the Senate, the committee started listening to this particular petition until at a point that they invited the contractor. Until at that point is when the committee realized apparently this matter is live in court. And the Honorable Chair, what he did, he gave his directions and said, we cannot proceed then if this matter in court, because apparently the petitioner was not honest enough to say this matter is in court and to bring out everything and all the agreements. And apparently the contractor brought about written live agreements that they had entered with this particular petitioner. So the petitioner is the one who was not honest, but maybe the clerk of this committee should have written these recommendations more and highlighting so that the members can see that. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Speaker.
No, I want also to advise Senator Mutinda. This report does not belong to the clerk. This report is a committee's report. The chairman is the CEO of that committee. And now this document belongs to the House of the Senate. So what you should do, Senator Oketch, is to leave it for the Senate to make a decision that they feel it is appropriate. Also, it is not your committee's report any longer. This is the Senate report. And any decision made by the Senate, either way, in either way or the other, you know, there is also a question to be put. So the Senate can negate that, can negative that, the report. But also what Senator Mugatan asked is very genuine. When the committee realized that the matter was active in court, why did you proceed to execute that petition? You could have dismissed that petition because it is a matter pending in court. Even when reading a petition, at the bottom of any petition, either the clerk or whoever the owner of the petition declares that this matter is not pending in a court of law. So once you realize that the matter was in court, when did the committee proceed to conclude and to hear, to summon? I don't know whether you visited the county. Did you visit the county? You either write them down or you just cram them. So that is the issues raised by the members are very genuine indeed. So you just conclude and leave it at that. The Senate will make the decision on the report in one or the other when the right time comes.
Mr. Speaker, when I serve in the committee, I serve under your honor. I do your work in the committee. And when I'm doing your work in the committee, my work is that when I come to this house, I tell you things as they happened, not as I think they should have happened. I think that's why when I bring you a report in the house, the report then becomes your property as a house, because I've informed you about what happened. Mr. Speaker, may you protect me? Because I'm being harassed by senators who want to feel that they are legally sounder than myself. Mr. Speaker,
avoid exchanging with your colleagues.
If you protect me, I'll avoid, because I cannot avoid hearing Cherargei shouting. I cannot avoid hearing Senator Mugatana shouting.
Senator Cherargei.
Mr. Speaker, will you protect me?
Or Mugatana, let him conclude the reply.
Mr. Speaker, there is point of order. If the senators want to put a point of order, they can put a point of order and I can sit and then they can express themselves. Then I'll listen respectfully to what they want to bring. Mr. Speaker, I am unanswered, requesting you as the leader of this house, because this is a very important petition. We have done a narrative of everything that transpired. I want to encourage senators that before they take a decision on this report, they read the report. There are senators who read it very well and understood it and appreciate them, and which informed their...
Yes. You know, I'm the one who questioned you about bashing your colleagues.
I didn't bash, Mr. Speaker.
I questioned you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not bashing.
You invited yourself to all this. Senator Andy Oketch. You are the chair of the committee.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You are the chair of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So then, Mr. Speaker,
just have your seat.
Mr. Speaker,
there is a point of order from Senator Mgatana.
Mr. Speaker, I want the chair of this committee, now that he's asking for it, to take responsibility. I'm standing under 105, the responsibility for the statement that some senators did not read. Did he go and spend the night with all these senators to know whether they read or they didn't? Is he in order, Mr. Speaker? Can he withdraw and apologize that statement? We don't come here to joke, my friend.
This is your point of order, Senator Esther Okenyuri.
Mr. Speaker, I equally take offense because I gave my views on this report as insufficient based on what I read. And I'm entitled to give an opinion. It's not all the time that we have to agree with what has been brought here. Based on what was actually brought by the committee, I gave my views. So I would want to implore the chair to be kind, because we have actually gone through the report, and it's on that basis we are giving our views. Thank you.
Senator Cherargei, what's your point of order again?
Mr. Speaker, standing order 105 and 101, the contents of Mr. Speaker. Have you seen the chair of Roads and Transport trying to impute improper motive against the senators of this house? This house is blessed with vast people, Mr. Speaker, that can read and understand. I read that report. It is, Mr. Speaker, you have done a good job. All the reports are here. I'm even reading his report as a moment. Can he withdraw and apologize? Or if he doesn't want to withdraw and apologize, Mr. Speaker, standing order 122, 123, 125, he should be thrown out, Mr. Speaker. Because he cannot, imagine, Mr. Speaker, Kenyans will know that their representatives don't read. You can imagine the embarrassment, Mr. Speaker. And some of us are very learned.
The chair, Committee on Loans and Transportation. You saw even the chair referring members to that document, because I also learned it. You had me referring Senator Cherargei to his iPad, so that he can also lean to the conclusion, because I learned the report. So, Senator Andy Oketch, Chair, Loans and Transport Committee, you have been doing so well since your appointment as the chair. But this afternoon, I don't know what has happened to you, that you have the audacity to lecture all the senators. So kindly withdraw that statement that senators do not read the reports, and apologize to the extent that the senators will be satisfied.
Mr. Speaker, if it pleases you, I withdraw and apologize. And Mr. Speaker,
It pleases me or the House?
you here is not Mr. Speaker. You is a word that refers to the House. That's what the English I was taught tells me. But Mr. Speaker, with a lot of sincerity, Mr. Speaker, this is a house of justice. What I'm trying to petition, what I'm trying to petition the House now, on behalf of this petition, is to seek deeper understanding on some of the issues that perhaps we as a committee are told to bring in this House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you see, you asked me a fundamental question, for instance. Did we visit the site? And Mr. Speaker, I was going to get there, and I didn't want to be for Senator Cherargei, who I didn't even question whether he had a different interpretation of this report or not. Mr. Speaker, the very reason why the committee decided not to visit the site is the very reason because we discovered it was an active matter in court as we were dealing with the petition, Mr. Speaker. If the petitioner had indicated that this matter was in court right from the beginning, Mr. Speaker, we could have dismissed it without hearing, Mr. Speaker. But in the course of hearing, when you established that, and Mr. Speaker, we are very clear about the language that has been used there, Mr. Speaker. The recommendation that has been used verbatim is that as per matter that is between the contractor and the petitioner, let them pursue it in the jurisdiction that it is in. That's just a matter of English to say it's a matter in court. Let them deal with it as is in court, Mr. Speaker. I don't know whether a few senators wanted us to just say explicitly, let them go to court. It is, you have established that this matter is being dealt with a different jurisdiction. Let it continue that jurisdiction. That's what I want to encourage, Mr. Speaker. But with that said, Mr. Speaker, I think with that said, Mr. Speaker, I reply.
Senator Eddy, Oketch, what do you want me to do? Senator Eddy.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 663, I beg that putting of the question be deferred to a later date. I thank you.
Yes, the matter, the putting of the question has been deferred. Next order. Next order.